Hey guys.
Yo.
Welcome back to We Them Girls Podcast.
We in that thing.
That girl Mel here.
Annabelle in the cut.
Girl, finish your drink. I feel like you've been drinking on that forever.
I have. I've never had this in a venti.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yo, I'm slow. It took me a minute.
Y'all are goofy.
Well, I be forgetting. Don't. Well, y'all gonna see us drink.
You still got the same outfit on, so.
I forget to bring clothes. I forget to drink all my drink.
You know,
It's all right. It's just gonna carry over.
y'all understand what's going on. But how y'all been doing?
A new week, apparently.
Please. I didn't even water down.
I had to put a little ice in there. I got a little too thick.
Oh, you put some more ice in there. Towards the bottom, that's where all the contents stuff is at.
All that coming off the dragon fruit.
Puree.
Mm-hmm. I don't like nothing thick like that. Stomach hanging up and stuff. Let me get myself in water. What's been going on?
You know, still dry January. Got 2 more weeks.
I almost cracked down.
I made a little mocktail over the weekend. It was really
fire.
good.
Make some more. What was in it?
It was a blueberry pineapple or pineapple blueberry. What sounds better?
Blueberry pineapple.
Blueberry pineapple.
Whoa, excuse me.
Spritz. You know, I like a spritz.
When you put a little
Sparkling water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was just pineapple juice, blueberry like puree syrup, lemon juice, topped off with sparkling water. Delicious.
It was really good, and the color was really cute.
It was.
I've been doing mocktails with Olipop's.
Mm-hmm.
So with my spaghetti that I made, I had watermelon lime with limeade juice, organic limeade juice.
That sounds good.
It was good. I should have put some mint on top. I got some mint.
I got some mint
tonight.
too, because I was going to play around with some different mocktails.
Do a
I think
little
I'm gonna do it
garnish.
when I get home.
You know, I ain't bartenderish. So Olipop and juice it is. And I'll put a piece of mint on top.
A little mint sprig, a little strawberry on the side.
I got some of them.
That's it over.
But yeah, all you need is you just need the carbonation. That's it.
Yeah. If
It's
it's
probably-
a mocktail, you need a little carbonation.
Yeah, that's probably why they do vodka tonics
That's because it's 0 calories.
and carbonation.
Yeah. I don't know if it's 0, but it's very, very,
Tonic
very
water
low
is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't want that. Just give me a San Pellegrino.
And put it in a wine glass or a drinking glass.
With
Makes
a
you-
lemon wedge. You don't like my stuff to look a certain way. Soft aesthetic.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. So I've been cool. Like, I ain't even like looked at my wine. And it cuts down on my sugar because wine is a bunch of sugar.
That's why a lot of people drink, like, once they get grown. I'm not that grown yet.
I don't want that dry mess.
But they be drinking that dry wine. I'm cool.
Yeah, me too. I want sugared wine. But I've been juicing and drinking those mocktails. So, like, my sugar craving has gone down. Even, like, eating the sweets around the house, they just sitting there. Because I ain't been wanting them. So,
That's a good thing. When you, like, fast from certain things, your body stops craving it. So even the mocktail was like, it was cute and it was good, but it was still very sweet for me because it was juice and pure, like fruit puree. But if you buy the already pureed, it's got sugar in it. But it did help with the just having a little cocktail in your hand while you chit chatting and stuff. It was cute and it was good. But yeah, I haven't really had cravings really. I haven't had sweet cravings. I still want a little chicken wing. But, I'm all right. I'll make it 2 weeks. But I did add in, so I'm not technically doing the Daniel fast anymore just because I started working out with my trainer and I'm working out heavy again. So I needed more protein. So I added in seafood. So Last week I added in salmon. I might do a little shrimp this week. I don't know, but
My goal has been to not eat out so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been cooking more at home. But I am gonna prep chicken breast, green beans, and potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I just really wanted some spaghetti. You know how sometimes you just want something, and I was home by myself, so I just wanted my spaghetti, my mocktail, my Caesar salad, with a little garlic and knot.
You love a garlic.
I don't like garlic sticks. I don't want Texas toast. I want a garlic knot.
You don't like garlic sticks? Like garlic bread sticks?
Not really. They be a little dry.
You like crazy bread?
I do, but those are like fluffy,
Yeah.
and the cheese they put on top makes it a little
A
moist.
little Parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
It's that butter that be making
That
it moist.
butter. And don't be no butter on the breadsticks. Then I made me some cinnamon rolls.
You said, I am home alone.
I was by myself. I enjoyed. So, and I can only eat one of them. And I only got I got the 5-pack. So they still sitting there.
Check you out.
I know, but it was so good. But yeah, I just when I get off track like that, I ease my way back in by cooking at home first, and then I can get back into like meal prepping and stuff. So she don't know she gonna be eating spaghetti all week.
Period. We had to do it.
So
It's one of them meals that stretch.
it sure do, and it's stretched because it's a whole lot in the pot. But yeah.
Got anything to free yourself from?
No.
I hate when I get all of that like water in my mouth and then I try to swallow it quietly. Sounds like big gulp.
Big gulp.
Yes. I hate that I can't swallow quietly no more. I think when I was in like school when I was younger, and you wasn't supposed to drink for real in class. And I would try to like swallow quietly. But then you get all of that liquid in your mouth, it sounds like a gulp. And now I just can't just sip.
You got gills.
Piss me off. Do I have anything to free myself from?
Do ya?
I think I have been after the Bible study. You was on there last week. So my mom does a weekly Bible study.
I've been inviting people.
Oh, good.
And they've been excited.
And one of the questions was, when you're going through something in life, what is your first like line of defense? Like, who do you go to first? And when I thought about it, I was like, dang, I usually either go to my mama first or like the group chat. Instead of going to God first. And so like this week I've been very mindful of that. And so anytime like something's been going on or I've been getting anxiety or anything, like I'll go to God about it first. And it really does make a difference because at least you're able to be like, one, I don't have to handle this by myself. And he's in control of everything anyway. So let me just, okay, Lord, I'm stressed about this or I'm worried about this, but let me just hand it over to you because you got this anyways. Or, Lord, you're going to have to help me with this.
Help me, please.
And there'd be a lot of that, Lord. Now, you know me. You're going to have to help me with this one.
Help me.
Instead of, because I will call my mama for the smallest inconvenience.
Yeah. Same.
But what can she do besides listen?
Yeah.
So
I think I've kind of gotten, I do, but I get away from it. Because I'm like, one, my mama don't even know my business.
That too, because there's some stuff I'm just not going to tell you about.
Like, you don't even know my business. But then too, it's like, at some point, you're not going to be able to solve all my problems for me. So I need to just figure this out on my own and with God. So,
and it does help you to start to like build that, figure it out in you.
I be loving it for me because I'm going to always figure it out.
And you're going to always have to figure it out for the rest of your life. So you might as well learn now.
Oh, I had this lady. Okay, you made me think about that when you said figure it out. I had this lady. Okay, y'all. So daycare is expensive. Hate paying for daycare, okay? And I was one who had to be like, okay, it's assistance out there. Let me take advantage of it. Like, let me use it. And so we finally ended up using like the payment assistance or whatever that helps you pay for daycare. And I always thought, oh, because I'm self-employed, I can't get assistance, da-da-da. Read your tax forms, send them in, and just have somebody look over them. Because you more than likely you can get assistance. Well, I had this lady, y'all, and I absolutely hate talking to anybody that works for the government. Like, they're so nasty, rude. They act like you're supposed to know everything. I've never done this before. This is my first kid.
Right.
I have never signed up for any daycare assistance in my life. So I talked to this lady and she got on the phone, and when she first got on, she kind of sounded like she was waking up. She told me her name and stuff. But then we started talking and she started asking questions. I guess she was like waiting to hear the tone of my voice. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but this was the sweetest lady. She was helpful. She automatically, as soon as I started telling her what to do, she was like, let's get your application done. Answer every single question that I had. She couldn't like tell me how much I was going to pay, but she was like, fill out such and such paperwork, put it in the system. She was like, I'm going to wait a few hours and I'm going to look your stuff up so that I can pull it. Because when you call back, you don't get the same person. So, and they don't have like an extension. She's like, I'm going to wait a couple hours and then I'll pull it. Because at first she was like, well, you can just call back and check. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do that. I'll get everything uploaded, da-da-da. Well, she had to call me back anyway because she forgot to tell me something. And I was like, it's the fact that you just called me back and you took the initiative to say that you will wait for my stuff to come through so that you can pull it. Because even the note that I had to have you sign, she was like, okay. She was like, I got you the note that your friend did. She was like, well, just put her phone number and her date on there and then re-upload it and then I can put it in the system. Then she called me like after hours and was like, okay, I've been on the phone with such and such for so long, I can't talk to him, so you're going to have to upload your information to the system. And then she was like, as soon as I get in on Tuesday, I'm going to send your information over. And she was like, we'll send the contract over.
That's what's up.
I was like, I have never had this experience talking to anybody like government-wise. And I was like, she just made me feel better. But I've also realized, because I'm one to get worked up if something is going on. Although it doesn't show, I'm like getting worked up and I'm ready to call folks and go off and da-da-da. I haven't been doing that. So just not going off, I think has really helped. And I wasn't frustrated when I was talking to the lady. I was at first because I just didn't want to call because it's just such a tedious thing to do. And you be on hold for so long. So I didn't want to. The heat in my apartment kept going out. And I could have called and been like, y'all need to take some off my rent. I didn't. They ended up putting in a whole new heater. And just have been getting it fixed. Like, so I just been slowing down. Trying to think.
Because a lot of people think the only way to get something done is to be all rah-rah about it. And
Yeah.
it's like, that'll actually, like, you're not scaring nobody, not in this age. People do not get paid enough for you.
They sure don't.
Like, to be worried about you.
They'll risk it all.
They'll hang up.
That too.
So,
But yeah, I was like slowing down and just thinking a little bit and just understanding one another and actually communicating helps a lot. But I was like, because the girl that I talked to before, she was just real dry. I waited on the phone. It was like it's a 90-minute hold. So I put myself in line for them to come back. She was like, yeah, this is the call back for. And I was like,
yikes.
I was like, y'all suck. But yeah, just slow down and think a little bit.
Another thing I meant to say was that I've just been trying to be like more grateful. I think that's something like that's always a work in progress. Because I think naturally, like, I'm a more optimistic person anyway, so I do try to think of like the light at the end of the tunnel instead of like the negative thing. But when I had texted y'all earlier this week and I was just so like overwhelmed and frustrated, and I was just like, Lord, you know what bills I have coming up. I know you to be a provider. So just one, help me to trust you more to actually do it. And at this point, I got to trust you anyways, because we only got a few more weeks left. And so I was looking at my books, at work, and I was looking at my bills, and I was comparing it to, and I was like, I don't know how none of this is getting paid. Like, because it's January, it's been a lot of snow.
January is the slowest month anyway.
Yeah, but when it's like weather stuff, like them cancellations are way more. And so I was just like, oh my gosh. So then I had prayed and I just let it go because I was like, I'm not even about to work myself up about it. When I say not even like an hour later, I just kept getting notification after notification after notification of people booking appointments. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like I had looked at my book. I only had one appointment for Saturday. I did not leave the shop Saturday till almost 6 o'clock because of people booking appointments and seeing if they could get in. And I was just like, so you pray for one thing and God will like give you overflow. Like literally you can ask for him to bless you with a certain amount and he's going to give you more than what you asked for. So just be thankful and go to him and have faith. All you got to have is the faith of the size of a mustard seed. That's what it said.
Let's look up the size of a mustard seed.
Tiny. I feel like that and a chia seed is probably about the same.
You think? Let me see.
Something around there.
Sure is.
Let me see.
Looks like a little bitty pea.
See? It's bigger than a chia seed, but send it to Brandon so he can put it in an episode. So y'all can get a visual of.
This is what kind of faith you need to have.
All you need to start with. And then just ask him to increase your faith. So, and I feel like that's what he's really been doing lately. So, yeah, God is good, y'all. He really is. And if you don't know him for yourself, try him out. He'll show you.
You heard him.
You know? This week, guys, first of all, if you're not already, please head over to WeThemGirls.com and check out all of the platforms we're on. Follow us, subscribe to us, and subscribe to our Buy Me a Coffee, our subscription service. It's buymeacoffee.com/confirmed, and that's where all your exclusive content and early access will be. That helps us out a lot. So yeah, just show your girl some support.
Yeah, we've been getting some exclusive stuff for y'all.
Yeah. This week we wanted to talk about equally yoked friendships. Friendships, relationships, all the things, but just being equally yoked. And what does that mean?
Y'all need to be on one accord.
What does that mean?
I just told you what it means.
What does one accord mean, girl?
So, y'all just need to be like on the same page. Like, I can't expect you to support me and I not support you. Or you support me, you know. Vice versa. I was gonna mix it all the way up. But yeah, just being on the same page. Being able to communicate without falling out. Being able to say how you feel without falling out. Just being there for one another. Yeah. And I don't think any relationship works without doing that. Like, you got to give some to get some.
Right.
So,
having like an understanding of where y'all stand, because I think it don't have to be so much of like so black and white when we say equally yoked, but y'all have to know that y'all are basically like on the same page, like on the same path. Y'all,
yin to the yang.
Yeah, like you can kind of tell in conversation with each other. Like if you're a more positive person and the other person is always negative, y'all ain't equally yoked in that area. Or if you're extremely ambitious and you see like that you want to shoot for the stars, but somebody else kind can really only see at ground level, then y'all might not be equally yoked in that area.
Right.
And so, do you think that you have to be like equally yoked in every area? I don't either.
Cause y'all's minds are not the exact same. Everybody thinks different.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different logic. And everybody takes approaches to things differently. So no, I don't. No.
I think when it comes to what's important to you all, that's where you need to evaluate. Are we on the same page here? So when it comes to like your morals, your value, what you find valuable, what you feel is important, how you want to grow, like what you see for your future, stuff like that. I think you really have to evaluate like, are we really equally yoked in this area, like in this relationship? And I think that a lot of friendships can fall out or grow apart once you realize that. And you might not even know it in the beginning because maybe you became friends and y'all were just having fun all the time. Like it was just a fun thing. And then life happened and you realized like something showed you that y'all ain't on the same page at all. I think.
You think that's why it's like so hard to make friends as an adult? Because we became friends when we were still kind of young, like early 20s.
Yeah.
I think if we became friends like now in our mid 30s, it would probably be a strange dynamic.
You think so?
Maybe. I don't
think so.
I haven't really we're not equally yoked in that area.
I think it's natural that we just like flow and just in conversation and in like dreaming and visualizing and all of that. Like we see that.
I think I'm just really weird about it at this point because you can't trust everybody.
No, you can't.
And everybody's not out to really be a friend. So when people be like, well, such and such is going to come and this is my friend. Who's your friend? Where they coming to?
Yeah.
They going to be there?
I think people have to pay closer attention too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people's actions will show you what's up.
Yeah.
But because they've been your friend for a certain amount of time or they was with you, a lot of times people will use situations to stay friends with people. Like, oh, they was with me through this. So who am I to like turn my back on them now?
Might be time to drop them. Only for a season.
You gonna go through stuff in life, period. So there's gonna be people with you in those seasons, period. That don't mean that you just supposed to be like obligated to them for the rest of your life. If their time is up. You gotta pay attention to people's actions.
You have to. Because they don't always be.
Wake up.
I lost my train of thought. I'm not even sleepy. I was getting ready to say something and I forget. Yo.
When I be seeing you drift off, I be weak. I'm like, where'd it go?
I do it all the time.
I think that you can be not equally yoked in one season and then like grow to it too. Because life is just not a linear path.
Yeah, everything is just so different for everybody.
Yeah. Or you can think you are in one season, or you can be in one season and then y'all just grow in like different areas too. That happens a lot.
And you can grow in different areas and still be friends.
You just gotta evaluate what type of friendship y'all gonna have.
Some of y'all just don't be real. That'd be a thing.
That is very true because we can grow in different directions and be real about it and know where each other stands and still be able to be in each other's lives. I really do believe it. But like you said, everything, like, all relationships have different seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And so just because y'all are in different seasons right now, I don't think you have to throw the friendship away.
Well, it's like your mom was asking us on the Bible study, you know, like how we know that, what did she say, like exactly, that we're for each other or something she said.
I don't remember.
But she was asking, and just how we was saying, like, we know when something's going on with the other person, but we also know that that person needs space. And we also know that this person's going to process this way. But we don't drift off. It don't last long. We don't drift off. Like, we can still come back together and then talk about it later or bring it up later on and just have a conversation about it. It don't mean that somebody's acting funny or moving strange or you just going through something at that time. So
I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I was talking about how sometimes I can get down on myself thinking that maybe I'm not being a good friend if me and that friend don't like haven't seen each other in a while, don't communicate like it, don't like spend time together for real. But it's like we're just in different seasons. And that's not to say that I love you any less or our friendship is like any weaker or anything. I think the seasons that we're in just like might call for that right now. But that don't mean I ain't gonna ride for you. That don't mean you're not gonna ride for me. That don't mean we're not gonna show up for each other. So yeah, I can't say that. I feel like the whole equally yoked thing is a little like there's like a spectrum of it. Like, where do you feel like y'all need to be yoked at? Like, in what areas of your life? What areas of the relationship? So
it might change. It might not be as specific.
You're right.
It might be here one day, there another day, or we might just be on one accord all the time sometimes. I feel like we like it. Like, we're on one accord, but then sometimes, like, you may drift off somewhere else. I'm going to drift off somewhere else, but then here comes something else that we can come back together on.
Yeah.
And our lives at this point are just very different. Like, when I wasn't a parent, our lives was a lot of the same. And it's like, now I'm over here living one end of life. I'm still here, but it's like I got other stuff that I have to do now. But then also you with like your gym stuff and being disciplined, like, you take the time that you need for yourself because you know that you need that time to do what you need to do. It don't mean that we gonna separate or split up or not be equally yoked. It's just different things happen in different ways.
Very true.
But
'cause I think even in like relationships, like on the outside looking in, you might think that like these two people aren't equally yoked because maybe one makes more money than the other, or maybe one was like hood and the other person is like very like put together. And but that don't mean that within their relationship they're not, you know, on the same page and stuff, or you can't say that they're not equally yoked because of what it looks like or what the dynamic is. Like, I think that's just something that the people within the relationship have to decide for themselves. I think like maybe in like decision making and how you move in the relationship, like in goal setting and stuff like that, you kind of, those are important areas to look at whether or not y'all are on the same page.
yeah.
It kind of made me think of, so I was seeing something on the internet, you know, on socials,
In the
where I
webs.
get a lot of, you know, tea. But there was a girl saying that she was in a friend group and two of the friends fell out. And one of the friends basically wanted everybody to choose sides. And basically wanted them to cut off the friend that she had fell out with in order to still be friends with her. Do you feel like in friendships, in that dynamic, if it's like a group of friends or just more than y'all, mutual friends or whatever, if somebody falls out, like if your friend falls out with somebody, or if you fall out with a friend, do you expect everybody else to choose sides?
I think it depends on the situation.
That's what I feel like.
It depends on the situation. Depends on what happened. I would want everybody to evaluate and do what works for them. Especially because we was all friends. So you didn't fall out with everybody else. Me and you just fell out. So I think that's something that you would have to evaluate and figure out if it's an outsider.
Right.
What you doing?
Sure.
You ain't got no friends.
Like if you fell out with somebody that you just brought in.
Yeah.
And
you go kick it with them.
And now y'all choosing her over me?
Yeah. Like, no.
I'm going to kind of side eye y'all a bit.
Yeah. Because what y'all doing?
Especially if it like, y'all ain't even been friends with her that long.
Y'all ain't been friends.
What do you mean?
Ain't no way.
I'm going to feel away. I'm going to feel away. I think if we all have been friends and me and her fell out, damn, it's such a messy situation.
It's hard. And y'all gonna have to figure out if y'all can talk about it or not.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't be wanting to do that either. They don't even want to talk.
And it depends on the situation. Because if it was something real foul, I don't even want to be around her. So now the whole friend group is just feeling weird because it's weird energy and you can't invite both of us to the same thing.
It's like when Martin and Tommy fell out over the suitcase. It's like it took something to happen to Tommy for Martin to be like, okay, this is my dog. Like, let me really go check on him. But they fell out over something so stupid. Like, Martin wanted everybody to like not be friends with him. But it's like, nah, Tommy's a part of our crew.
Yeah.
Like, y'all need to talk.
Yeah.
So that's different. But then like on the episode with Gina and her friend came into town. She was a talk show host. She's an outsider. Right. Pam is my girl.
Right.
Like, it ain't no way that you're going to sit up here and, make jokes or talk about my friend. Right. And you just here to visit.
We've been friends like years ago or whatever, but you don't even know her.
You don't know her.
So I'm not going to let you disrespect
I'm not going to, I'm not going to
Yeah.
side with you. I would have pulled some weave out too. But yeah, I think that's just situation by situation.
It is. So if like it was a situation where like a friend, if I brought like one of my friends around and y'all just clicked, like you just clicked with everybody, like all of my peoples or whatever. And I find out that you was like secretly messing with my nigga.
Which friend?
Yeah, I'm talking about if it was me. And I brought a friend around that just happened to click with all of my other friends, and y'all started creating, y'all's own friendships and stuff. And I find out that the friend that I brought in was secretly messing with my nigga.
I'm telling.
I expect every last one of y'all to cut this friend off.
I'm telling. And you foul.
Like, yeah. So, and if y'all still like friends after that, or y'all like hanging out and not inviting me and stuff, I'm gonna feel away. So I can understand why anybody would feel away.
Yeah.
I can understand why anybody would feel away. Now, if we just fell out over something that didn't have anything to do with nobody else for real, and it wasn't really necessarily foul, but it was just something that like me and her were going through. But y'all really have y'all got solidified like real deal friendships with her. I ain't gonna lie, I'ma still feel away, but but can I expect y'all to just cut her off? I can't necessarily expect it, but will I feel away seeing y'all hanging out? Yeah, because I'm human.
And it's like, is this something that we
yet.
can come back from, or is it not?
Right,
So
like what was
depend.
exactly? It depends on the situation because I don't know, stuff be so nuanced. Like
You're
I might
a
think
human
it's,
dictionary.
It's big words that other people know. You just don't be the one.
You just be randomly using them.
Cause once I find out a word, or if I hear a word that I like, I'm looking
I'm
it
about
up.
to start carrying my dictionary.
I'll be like, ooh, what
Let
that
me
mean?
get a pocket size. Let me hurry and look that up.
And because I like knowing what other people was talking about when they be using big words. So let me Google this. So next time I hear it, I know what you're talking about. And I heard that one time. I said, oh, I like that word. But yeah,
It's funny.
You gotta figure out what the situation is, and I don't know. I feel like you can't expect somebody to not feel away in those situations, but you also can't just expect all your friends to feel exactly how you feel.
A nuance is a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound.
Which is why when people be like, everything is not black and white, because it's always like underlying things going on in the situation. You are a monkey. You need to start doing a word of the week.
Oh, I should. I could write it in my
Oh, we should do it on the pod. Get everybody's vocabulary up.
Yeah.
But
Cause we've been out of school for a while. We've been needing a
it's a whole lot
refresher.
of words out here.
Been needing a refresher.
See?
Let me see. Yeah, but word of the week.
Word of the week. The word of the week this week is nuance.
What was the one you said on her one time? It was some weeks ago.
Girl, I don't remember. I use big words in my vocabulary.
You said everybody knows that word.
A pregnant pause?
Yes.
You are a monkey, dog. That's not even one word.
Let me
Look it
look. Pregnant?
A pregnant pause.
Y'all know we be going on a tangent.
Why would you look at your phone like it? You are not 80.
Cause here we go. A brief pause before we continue in action.
I feel like it's self-explanatory.
Hmm.
You're a monkey. Anyways, how do y'all handle situations in friendships? Because I know a lot of friendships fall out because somebody else, like you expecting everybody to choose sides.
And then when you do it, you just be left by yourself.
You be left by yourself. That's typically what happens because people be like, who are you to tell me who to be friends with?
And it doesn't even make sense, or it's dumb that y'all even fell out over that. And then, boom, you ain't got no friends.
Damn.
That'd be wild, because there'd be a lot of females saying that they don't got no friends. I think that's strange. You don't have no friends?
Well, I don't get along with friends. I don't get along with
Females.
Or females are messy. And it'd be like, ma'am, you need to take some self-evaluation because it's probably you that's messy. You probably be falling out with people over dumb stuff and you want everybody else to fall out with them too. That's not how life works.
It's terrible.
So you just don't want nobody to have friends because you ain't got none? Girl, please. Take your lonely ass somewhere.
Because when I ain't seen y'all for too long, I'm like, all right, now
Now,
it's
what's
time
up?
to come together.
Her?
It's been too long.
Where y'all been at?
Oh, so y'all just hanging without me? Y'all don't, but I mean, sometimes, because sometimes I don't got everything. But we ain't cackled in a while. What's going on?
What's going on?
Tired of texting.
I remember I had one of my friends fell out with somebody and didn't necessarily tell us that they wanted us to stop being friends with them, but I think it was like an expectation. But we all had our own like friendships with this person, and I had met up with them like I was out of town or something, and I felt guilty because I was like, "This is my friend, but that's my dog." Like, and so I texted and I apologized.
It was nice.
And I was like, before you like see like a picture or see anything on the internet, I don't want you to be blindsided. And I explained the situation, and I was just like, I don't want you to like feel no type of way or that I slighted you or nothing. And we had a conversation about it and was real grown about it, and yeah, but I think you also have to know your friends. Mm-hmm. Because I also could have been like, I'm grown. And
me.
right. But then me and that friend might not even be friends no more after that.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, do you really value your friendship? Mm-hmm. Do you really value your relationships? And you know how I feel about my friends. Like, I really value my friendships. Not saying that you don't. We just know your personality. And I don't ever want nobody. I don't like people feeling like, or I don't want to know that anybody feels like I'm not being a good friend.
Yeah.
Just because I value friendship so much.
And we're adults. Like, we're just busy.
Yeah. Let's just have a conversation. It's easy.
It's not, I mean, some people are bad friends. But it's no such thing like if y'all are good friends as being a bad friend. Because I got friends that I don't talk to. And when we talk, it ain't like we missed a beat. Everybody's life is just different.
Yeah. I think something else that people don't do a lot in friendship is we can have a conversation, but you're not okay with hearing what you did to the other person or how you made the other person feel without becoming defensive. So if I'm having a conversation with you and I'm like, we just gonna clear the air, and you tell me how I made you feel about something, my first response is to automatically be on the defense and be like, well, that ain't even what I was trying to do.
So now you're just not taking accountability.
Exactly. Like when we say communicate all the time, but in that communication, you have to leave room for taking accountability, apologizing, hearing the other person out, and realizing that you're not right all the time.
Y'all, one time Mel made me mad and I sent her this picture of a dog.
She's gonna bring us up for the rest of her life.
Because at this point, it's so funny.
It's so annoying. Did I take accountability?
That was
Absolutely
the beginning
not.
stages of the podcast. I remember the dog. I remember the dog picture.
It's so crazy.
If you're new here, one time. What did you say? You said or something.
She was mad at me for something.
Was I pregnant?
Yes. Y'all, she was a biatch when she was pregnant.
Pregnancy hormones are no joke.
She was not nice. Okay? I had to have a conversation with her. I said, listen, friend to friend. You have not been nice. You have been very nasty. Okay? And it's not fun to be around.
You did.
I was like, I don't even like being around because it's be all tense and shit all the time.
Just waddling everywhere.
Just mad. And so she was mad at me for some reason.
It was over some nails or something.
No, it was over something else. And I was like, I think I'm going to go home and do my nails. And you was just like, And I was like, okay. And then, so it was quiet for like the rest of the day or something. And I had texted her and I was like, what's wrong with you? Because we still at the shop. And she was like, nothing, I'm just ready to go. And then she ended up leaving. She just grabbed her stuff. When she got an attitude, she snatches her stuff up. So she snatched up all her belongings and left. And then when she got home, because she had said something, and I made the face and was like, oh, she said she was leaving early or something. And I was like, and she got so upset at that face. Mind you, I've made this face 1,000 times. She was so mad, and she got home and she sent me this text. And she was like, just wanted to let you know that I was really mad when you made that face yesterday. And so I just had an attitude today. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she sent me this picture of this dog. And I got so mad. I said, girl, if you don't get your childish ass out of my text messages, because ain't no way you held on to that for a whole day off of a face that I made.
Oh, my gosh. That's always going to be funny to me.
We was cracking up because I was like, there's no way.
It's always going to be hilarious to me.
And she was crying laughing. I said, not you this mad at me. And then all it took was for you to send this dog. For you to start laughing again.
Oh,
She
man.
sucks.
I'll never forget that. That's hilarious.
Know your friends, people.
Oh.
Yeah, because even when I had that conversation with her about her being a biatch when she was pregnant, she was like, She was like, well, I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. Like, basically, I'm pregnant, so deal with it. I said, bet. I'm never hanging out. Wait till this baby drop. Because until then, I don't want any parts of it. She got nicer towards the end.
I feel like I did spend a lot of time alone.
You did because it was nasty.
I did not want to be bothered.
But then towards the end of your pregnancy, you got nice again.
Because she was going to come out. Golly.
That is hilarious. I can't imagine having to carry a whole human for 9 months, though. I'd probably be a bitch, too.
Sitting on your bladder.
Just annoyed.
Moving,
Just
can't
heavy.
sleep. Can't eat right.
It just sounds like a lot. I got to pee all the time. Peeing on yourself.
Hot. Ooh, I peed on myself a few times.
See? That's too
That
much.
pissed me off even more.
Because it's probably more to clean up and stuff because you got to, like, reach around and...
Nah, this is like off topic of the Equally Yoked friends, but no, one time, really, I left the shop. I was already upset because I had to go to the grocery store. Had to pee. I don't know why I didn't pee before I left the shop. I got in the car. I called my mama crying because I had to pee so bad. And I was like, I want to go to Kroger's, but I'm not going to Kroger's. Ended up like laughing or sneezing in the car and peed. So I didn't go to Kroger. I got home, was in the bathroom getting ready to literally sit on the toilet, sneeze and pee again.
Just loose.
Cried and took a nap
Dang.
because I was hot. Because why am I peeing?
And crying.
That don't make no sense. But anyway, I got my friend back afterwards.
Period. I ain't go nowhere. I was just... I had to give her space.
Cried over spaghetti.
Did. Like real tears. Yeah, it was a lot.
Things was just happening. I'm glad to have the friends that I have.
Now she got this 5-year-old.
Who causes me a bunch of trouble.
Oh, no. Oh, what's going on?
Hello. Yeah.
But yeah, no, just know your friends, have the conversations, and I don't know, just know that if I fall out with one of y'all, I'm gonna expect y'all to choose sides.
Because she's fatty.
I don't care. Because if I fall out with anybody, it's a real reason. I don't be falling out with people like that.
And I feel like we the type of group, like if one don't talk to somebody, everybody stop talking to somebody.
Yeah, because I feel like in our immediate friend group, it's not like, oh, this is my friend. Like, we all friends. So, if one of y'all probably figure it out, somebody's going to try to force a conversation. But if I just bring a random around, well, not a random, but somebody that I just became friends with,
I'm being told that ain't your friend.
and we'd fell out, I wish y'all would choose her side. Because I'm falling out with all of y'all. And I'm going to be the friend over here that ain't got no friends. I'll tell you who made me think of this story after we log off. But
You know who thinks that they your friend that ain't your friend?
who?
That's going to comment on this because we're going to tag them.
Who?
Reggie.
Reggie, she tell me all the time, you are not my friend. That's because she don't like to see us cackling
Y'all was cackling too much.
without her. She want to be included in the cackle.
Now Reggie wants to cackle with me.
Reggie gonna have to come on the podcast. I feel like if Reggie talk shit to you, then he like you.
He like to go back and forth.
Yeah. If he don't, then you just. So y'all cool now.
We straight.
She was like, I don't know. The jury's still out. But no, Reggie, that's my boy. That's my dog.
He fits right on in with everybody else.
I feel like if everybody else like you and you just jail, you in there good.
We'll tag him.
Yeah. Just don't get to acting funny. But that's all we got for y'all this week.
That's it. My drink of 2 weeks.
Huh?
My drink of 2 weeks. It was good.
Oh, yeah. And then in a couple more weeks, we can put a little liquor in it.
Oh, let go.
I'm a little excited.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm good without it right now.
Yeah.
I feel like once we get to the end,
I be like too lit at that beginning point.
it's because your tolerance is in the basement.
Yeah.
You got to build it back up a little bit.
Bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. But, nah, I'm doing good right now. I haven't really been craving liquor or nothing for real. But I know my first cocktail, I'm going to make it a good one.
Make us a good lemon drop.
Ooh, that's a good way to ease you back in. Yeah.
Oh, you should try apple martini. That was fire when we went to Martini.
Oh, that was good. Okay, maybe that'll be the first one.
Get a couple green apples. No, that's not how that works.
At all.
Never mind. I'm thinking of juices. Wrong thing. Never mind.
Anyways, y'all head over to WeThemGirls.com.
Do it right now.
Right now.
Call 1-800 We Them Girls.
What if we had a hotline? That would be kind of lit. But yeah, head over there. Check us out on all the platforms.
You can text us.
You absolutely can text us. Go down in the show notes and text us. If you want us to talk about something on the podcast, you got topic ideas, anything, text us. You can email us at WeThemGirls. I don't even remember.
WeThemGirls.com?
No. I mean, that's the website, but go to WeThemGirls.com. The email and all of that is over. And we'll be back next week. Audio Wednesday. Visual
on Thursday.
We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.